From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Chase Brown. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And space tough to come by there as he can get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep for LA is Darius Davis. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense onto the field, led by one of the toughest and most physically gifted players in the league, in Justin Herbert.
Truly one of the most physically talented players in the league. Arm, movement, toughness. Still looking for his first playoff win this season.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
The Bengals 43-yard line.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Burrow on play action. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Herbert now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Herbert back to the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 54 yards. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score. Chargers 10.
So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Morgan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now this one finds McConkey. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, hits Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On third down, here's Hampton. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and the Chargers are going to have a first and goal.
1 yard line.
Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marion Hampton taking it in from a yard out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bengals nothing.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Bengals.
Now Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. And the Bengal first down.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Samaje Pirine, 37 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer.
You know what? This back has really turned into a great pass catcher. It's a testament to the work he put in to get better every season he's been in the league, and it's that drive that has allowed him to have such a long career.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 24-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Here's Herbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Chargers first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 16.
They run over center with Mitchell. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it.
At the 15-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his tight end, it's Mike Gesicki. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A 28-yard gain.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Chase, the motion man right. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Burrow will throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Chase Brown, 29 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And running with power here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to complete it to Johnston. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. 180.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime here out west, let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks. Scott Hanson and crew from Orlando. More from SoFi in just a bit. But first, a quick look at the highlights from our first half. And we got to shine the spotlight on this man, Justin Herbert. He's playing well, and his guys have the lead. Let's see if they can hold on as we send it back out to the broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kamani Vidal. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Vidal. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
Herbert going to give to Vidal. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They run straight ahead, Vidal. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got Njoku over the middle. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
For the Chargers field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Burrow looking to pass. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Davis now to return it. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
A gain of 62 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Vidal up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Herbert off of play action. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kamani Vidal, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things there.
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he works his way forward for a couple of past the 30. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
On one, right?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Bengals 21.
5 plays there on that drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 38.
Showing off that speed and electric boost that he has. 95 yards that kick return goes down for. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, Yosivach. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Yosivach getting into a groove. He's got another one. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Tinsley. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow will throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown,
Andre
Cincinnati.
Yosivach, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Bengals drive about to get going. They go play action with Burrow. This one complete to Yosivach. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to chase. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Mike Gesicki, 30 yards. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
35.
Here's McPherson now to send it away.
For Cincinnati.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Vidal now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this out to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. This is 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Vidal. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one finds McConkey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Heady
on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hampton. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Again, it's Hampton. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Herbert going to throw. Out to his left. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
13-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Here's 2nd down and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
At the 1-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Throwing, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Burrow and the Bengals down by a field goal, 36 seconds remaining. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And that is incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th.
A final shot now for Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I am.